My wife confessed that the baby we are raising isn't mine and my mother told me to forgive her or she would disown me, but I decided to have her served with divorce papers. I and my wife have been married for 7 years, and what I thought was our daughter is 3. Looking back, this all started after my wife gave birth to her daughter. She suddenly became a lot more affectionate to me and was a lot more active with me in the bedroom life. She also made my favorite desserts a lot more often. I of course didn't suspect anything since even prior to her pregnancy, there were no signs of cheating, but also possibly could be that just didn't look close enough into it. Well, this whole fiasco started 2 weeks ago after a day out with her daughter, and she just sat me down in the evening and came clean about the fact that her daughter wasn't mine. Her waterworks of course also started. And apparently, it was a guy from the gym, and it lasted a month before he disappeared on her after he found out she was pregnant. Honestly, even typing this now I feel like crying since I thought I did everything perfectly, but she still cheated. As much as I wish I could say I had a stone face or something, I just started crying and she tried to comfort me, but I just pushed her away. I felt so disgusted with her. After I had calmed down a bit, I just grabbed my jacket and left for a hotel, and while I was leaving she just begged and pleaded for me to forgive her and that I was the only father her daughter knew. After crying myself to sleep in the hotel the next day, after I turned my phone back on, I saw she had blown up my phone. I didn't read any of it and just blocked her. After having a little bit of breakfast, contacted a lawyer to start the divorce process. And at work, I just asked for some time off, and my boss gave me a month off. By the evening, my mom and sister were calling me on her behalf and were on her side, and it just hurt me even more. While I'm not proud to admit this, I did drink myself to sleep that night. After that night, I started staying with my best friend, and my mom and sister kept spamming and calling me. A few days later, after she probably got the divorce papers, my mom just sent me a long text that, to summarize, was that I should step up and forgive her and not abandon my daughter, and that she would disown me if I went through with the divorce. My sister and mom are against me divorcing her, but my best friend and his wife are saying I have the right to not want to be with her or take care of her kid. I'm split on this. On one hand, I did raise the baby for 3 years. On another, I don't know if I could in the right mind raise the reminder of my wife her affair. Edit 1. To put some context, my sister is infertile, so I think that's also partly why my mom doesn't want me to continue the divorce, since she will lose her grandchild. Update. I decided to meet up with my wife in a cafe today. My best friend and his wife were there as well, just in case she tried to pull anything. I'm just gonna keep it short. She tried apologizing, and I just didn't want to hear it. I asked why she cheated and if she had already done a DNA test, as I suspected. The reason she gave is the main cause of why I'm drunk in my best friend is guest room. She cheated because the guy was attractive and she made a mistake. Isn't that a beach? Give someone all you have and one attractive dude comes and she fucks you right over. And yes, she already has taken the DNA test and my daughter isn't mine. I'm still gonna take a DNA test for proof in court and as well to just make peace with it. I also blocked my mom and sister and will probably give my mom a visit in the coming week to give her a piece of my mind.